Welcome back one and all, my name is Eltimar and we are going to be continuing our Let's Play of Neverwinter Nights 2, Mask of the Betrayer. Where we left off last time, we were just leaving the Temple of Miracle. We can't actually go any further at the moment in there, so we're going to have to come back at a later date. For now, we're going to flee from the Shadow Realm. We're going to head back to normal Molcentir, and then we will meet up with our Celestial's family. We'll also take the moment to rest outside of this dangerous Shadow Realm. What's our level looking like? Pretty far away. We're only a couple levels away from our Weapon Master, which is kind of nice. We will be coming back here at some point, though, because we will finish that up, but we do need an ability to get past that door. I remember now kind of how to open it. We can't open it until after Act 1, so... That's the act we're currently in, by the way. Kaylin, little sister, it's good to see you on the Prime again. You need to stop flying away from us. Was your search successful? I have made progress, yes. What has happened in my absence? The city feels different, more turbulent. A ghostly beast is at the gates, a bear god awakened from his slumber and bellowing worse than Sousa when she can't get her way. And worse than Ephraim when I best him in duels with one hand tied behind my back and hopping on one foot. It is good to see you again, my siblings. I have missed you, but how did you come to be here? I had thought that we would not let our eldest sister, leader of our humble menagerie, go into exile alone. Who would feed us, change our cages, sing to us? Nay, to abandon you, I would sooner let all the antlers fall from my helm like leaves. Although the removal of your antlers would make it easier on door frames, my brother, many still bear wounds from your entrance. I am pleased to see that the gravity of events has not diminished your charming rivalry. I'm just gonna move my screen a teensy bit. There we go. This is very touching, but there is still an army of angry spirits to deal with. Indeed, we will keep our promise and help you. Promise? What promise? In exchange for finding you, we promise to help battle the spirit army beyond the gates. It was not my intention to endanger you, my siblings. Ah, sister, we can take care of ourselves. We are not unaccustomed to battle, or to the great odds against us. Remember the menagerie. Please release them from their promise. To aid you, I will help you, and that is enough. Alright, I'll release them from their promise. No big deal. Thank you. I do not wish them placed in harm's way for my sake. Kaylin, please come home with us to Celestia. I know your grandfather will reconsider your exile if you will just make penance to Kalimvor. The menagerie misses you, sister. We need you. Kalimvor is a just god. Trust him to resolve your inner conflict. There are wrongs that remain unrighted by Kalimvor. The truths I seek are sacrilege to his doctrine. Then let us journey with you. No god's faith could be greater than my faith in you, Kaylin. Let the menagerie go where you would lead us. Sousa, no, you speak sacrilege against Kalimvor. Ephraim, do not recite grandfather's words. Look into your own heart. You would not have come with me to find Kaylin if you did not feel as I do. Sousa speaks truly. I would follow you to any end, Kaylin, even to the end of the faith, if you would but lead the menagerie once again. My path now lies with Eltimar, and I cannot take you on this journey with me. I know that I have led you before into battle, but this journey is different. My journey concerns itself with the fate of souls and the injustice of all gods, not just Kalimvor. It is a path that may lead to not just the death of my body, but the destruction of my soul. I cannot, will not, risk sharing that fate with my siblings. Please return home, and may the menagerie live on even in my absence. But Kaylin... No, Ephraim, behold the conviction in our sister's eyes. We cannot sway her from this. Eltimar, I insist you take my helm and use it to keep our sister Kaylin safe. Do not fail her, or I will return and take back the helm and your life with it. I will do my best to keep her safe. If you cannot wear the helm, then sell it and purchase something more suitable. I can fashion another helm for myself, but my sister, she is irreplaceable. I will miss you, Kaylin. I will pray for you. Farewell, my siblings. I will always carry hope that we will be together again. That's nice of them. What's the helmet like? Is it good? It is AC 4 deflection, plus 4 constitution, freedom of movement, resistance to divine might. Can we wear it? I don't think we can. We can, never mind. Well, I will take it over the other one. It gives us an additional 1 whole armor class, but
What is it?
then we can also use this Bone Dancer's ring instead of the Ring of Protection. And you might be like, why, Eltimar? Why is that a thing? It's because they don't stack. The deflection bonuses do not stack. So the +4 of this helmet overrides the +3 of that ring we took off. And now we have this piercing slashing resistance as well as level drain immunity and all that jazz. So that worked out fairly well for us. We now pretty much have our group for the Bear God, which is yeah, pretty much the only thing we have left, I guess. This is going to be an interesting encounter. Let's rest beforehand. It's safe here to rest, and so we will do that. We are probably going to have to fight things. So let's hope that it goes well for us.
I can feel the army outside the gate.
Aku is a very angry deity. We kind of screwed up his cave. Let us pause for a moment and consider our next course of action. I do not think we should simply rush blindly into this fight. Any advice on how to deal with Aku and his spirit army? Yes, the army. You see, I have suspicions on why he brought them with him to Smolsantir. My belief is that he needs them to fuel his strength. He might be a bit invincible until his army is dealt with. What are you talking about? I beat that spirit bear once, I'll do it again. This time the result might play out differently unless we favor the indirect approach. Trust me when I say he is not the half-hibernating, sleep-drunken beast you encountered before. He is awake, aware, and very determined, violently so. As much as I ridicule Aku for his stubbornness, facing him on the field of battle while he is at full power is not something I dream fondly of. So wait, before in the barrow I wasn't facing him at full strength? A rather mild way of putting it, yes. But his army, they are spiritual allies upon which he can feed, from which he can gather strength. So I should tackle them first. There's a lot of them. Their sheer number is the thorn and the issue, yes. We'll need to not only deal with them, but balance our efforts so we can conserve our powers for when Aku is weakened. A delicate juggling act to be sure. But the fact remains, we must challenge his allies, defeat them, and when Aku's power starts to ebb, only then do we strike. How will we know when that is? I'll warn you when it's time to attack Aku, but if I fail, you'll have to use your best judgment, as tenuous as that is. Listen for me to call it out over the battlefield. And if you cannot hear me, then, well, may the spirits guide you in your efforts, for I will be unable to. Thank you, Gon. You will be very helpful in this endeavor, I am certain of it. So there's Aku there, and there's his army of elementals. And spirits, I should say. Maybe we can just talk this out.
So you are brave after all. Wood and stone would not have kept us from you. But it is good that the innocent are spared my army's rage. This can be ended quickly if you like. Present your neck. It will fit snugly between my teeth, and we all can return to our dreams.
I am here to make peace, Lord of Bears, on behalf of the witches and myself. Disputes are better solved with words than with blood.
No!
Oh.
Blood must flow, little one. I swore my oath in blood, and blood is older and stronger than words.
Well, I tried.
You do not know what you are, not yet. If you did, you might ask me to kill you. Better that you never learn. Now we have spoken enough. I will live in a world that is free of you, or I will die and dream no more.
Well, we tried to talk it out. Spare your followers and mine. Let's settle this between the two of us.
No, little one. You mistake the will of these spirits. I would have come alone, but their resolve was too strong. I follow their will in this. All the land is united against you. We will drag your corpse to the Cavern of Runes, and there you will stay.
I don't like that. Okay, I guess it's go time. We are not mincing words anymore. Holy crap, that hurt. We're gonna run away a little bit, and we're gonna jump healing potion down our throat. Okay, we'll take on the wolf first. Come on, die, wolf. We killed the wolf. What is that thing? Is that a dryad? Let's kill the dryad. It would appear that our cleric is dead. Something just happened. Oh, here we go.
Enough. I yield.
Oh,
Hurry, little one. Take a blade. Tear out my throat.
you were never my enemy. I came here to make peace with you, not to end your life.
No, you must finish me. Do it fast before...
What?
This is the same as what happened in the barrow, when you consumed the spirit wolf.
What is that? It felt like a backlash, a whip across my mind.
Stop this attack. Whatever you're doing, you're feeding on his spirit, siphoning it.
The presence inside you. It wakes.
What is this?
Emptiness. Hunger. Forgive me. I tried to stop you.
I'm going to resist the hunger and try to force it back.
You held back your hunger. Last time it seemed beyond your control.
You spared me, little one. Once before, a spirit eater spared my life. I remember a lake of groaning ice. A man standing over me in triumph. And a hunger withheld in mercy.
Spirit Eater, why do you call me that?
Because that is what you are. I knew it when you walked out of my barrow, but I didn't know you had the will to fight what you are. I swore an oath, little one, to serve the Spirit Eater who spared my life long ago, and help him end his curse. A simple oath, but I must have failed. Your curse is the proof of my shame. So now, I swear the same to you.
I accept your oath, God of Bears, and I welcome your friendship.
I can only travel with you if one of these others stays behind.
I'm sorry to say, Gan, you should return to the Vale.
All right then. I shall enjoy the rest.
Good. We will end this curse, flesh and fur together.
I really like Sophia.
Until my vow is kept, these beasts will have no king. No one worthy of the name. Let them go back to my barrow and dream.
The Spirit Eater curse would explain what happened to the wolf spirit in the barrow. I've no idea how it came to you, but you bear an unfortunate affliction. You'll need to consume the spirits of the land, or the hunger will devour you from within. We're drawing a crowd at the gate. While it pains me to say it, we should probably seek counsel with the witches.
Okay, so this is going to be our group for pretty much the rest of the game. Now, you're going to notice there is a spirit energy bar here. This is a thing that we now have to pay very close attention to. If we let it go down too far, we will go... bad things will happen to us. So stage 1, we get -1 to all abilities, 5% vulnerability to piercing, bludgeoning, and slashing damage. 2 is -2 and 10%, and we take 1d4 damage. Sorry, 2% of total HP plus 1d4 damage every 10 rounds, which is like every minute or so. If it gets to the level 6 stage, though, we just die. So, that is something we should really pay attention to. We do have to eat spirits now. We will have an ability called Devour Spirit,
I am certain.
and we don't want to rest nearly as much now, which is
To me, my
kind of
allies,
crappy, but
I
that's
shall
okay.
lead.
We're going to use Mass... Do we have Massio? Good.
Anun Rara Matir.
Everyone's mostly back to full
What
life.
is it?
Good enough. We are not quite up a level. Let's take a look at Aku as well.
I shall...
So he is a level 20 fighter. He's actually ahead of the
I am
curve
certain.
in our group. We're level 18.
Yes.
He's level 20. He has 37 strength. That's monstrous. 27 constitution. He has 380 hit points, 33 armor. His attack bonuses are 34, 29, 24, 19. He does 2d8 plus 17 damage, which is a lot of damage actually. And he has all sorts of feats and skills, but generally he is just a frontline
I am certain.
lay the smackdown fighter. That's pretty much the best way to describe him. We're going to use him as our tank. He is really, really good at that. And now we are on Act 2. Aku is a powerful fey creature who favors the fighter class. While he can't use weapons or armor, his claws and hide will become stronger as he gains levels. Aku is also capable of wearing amulets and rings. He automatically gains levels when he gains enough experience. Not so much learning new abilities as he is remembering long forgotten ones. He is actually a spirit god, technically. So, when he sleeps, he gets weaker in the lore, like all spirit gods do. When he wakes up, he's got to kind of figure out what's going on. He's like, oh, I'm tired, a little bit groggy, I forgot how to cleave. But now that I've killed a couple things, I remember how to rake my claws across people and make them all die. And that's sort of where he's at. Oops, that was not the button I meant to press. We have to go all the way up to the top of the hill to talk to the witches. We went the wrong way a little bit. Apparently you can't go up this little path here, you have to go around the fence. Very important. Let's go talk to Kazimika. Abomination, I warned you, Sheva. I smelled the wrongness upon him at the theater. Tell me the truth, foreigner. Did you know what you were when you came to our city? No, and I still don't. You are a spirit eater, an abomination, an affront to the spirits and the gods. You are a monster out of ancient tales. I swore an oath to another with this affliction, one who spared me his hunger, and sought my help in ending the curse of the spirit eater. And what more do you remember, god of bears? His face, his name, your memories have fled like birds before a storm. Do not insult my ally, witch. He is a god of your land, a spirit you claim to serve. I remember the prayers of the dockside girl before she donned her mask. I remember how she begged the spirits to make her pretty, so that the sailors might whistle at her, might even pay her for her company. Lies, Sheva, these are lies. The monster has tainted Lord Aku's Enough, Kazimika. Lord Aku, we meant no offense, and it is not our place to question the mind of a god. The hunger within me, can it be controlled? Perhaps, if the children's stories are to be believed, your hunger can be directed, but it will grow up indulged, and it will finally overwhelm you. And if you resist it, the hunger will destroy you anyway. You will starve, and your own hunger will turn upon you, consuming you from within. I don't intend to devour anyone else, willingly or not. Is there some kind of cure? If there's any hope to be found, it would be amongst those who have fought your kind, amongst spirits, not mortals. My sister speaks of the woodman, the living soul of the ashen wood. He fought your kind, and he brought them all low. If the woodman fought spirit eaters, why would he agree to help me? Woodman, sorry. He may not, child, for all your good intent. The ashen wood lies several days sailing upriver to the north, and the winter snows have already begun to fall. I will send word to our shipwright, Vasil, that he should make a boat available for trade. Look for him at the docks and tell him that I sent you. We have an outpost on the Ashenwood shore led by a witch called Delinka. She is a hard-bitten woman and distrustful of foreigners. What about the dwarf woman Magda? You promised I could speak with her once I'd made my peace with Aku. I have already released Magda, and she has returned to her theater. My sisters disagree with me in this, but I trust in your good intent. Find the woodman, Eltimar. Learn the secrets of your kind, and you may escape their fate. Okay, so there are a couple things we can do now. The first is going to be the Ally at the Veil. We're also going to go back to the Shadow Realm. We do have an ability, or we should have an ability. Go, devour. No, that's not where it is. I gotta find it here. It's gotta be here somewhere. Nope. Up top. Provokes. Devour Spirit. That's the one I'm looking for. We'll also grab Provoke Spirits too. So, you expose your true nature to the spirits in the surrounding area, agitating them to the point of hostility towards you. Once provoked, these spirits become valid targets to be devoured, effective for a range up to 10 meters. We will have to eat some spirits. If we don't, we actually do just die. It's kind of the reality of the game. It is one of the coolest aspects and also the most frustrating aspects of the game, because it puts a time limit on the game. The more you rest, the more you become hungry. And the more you wander around, the more you become hungry. You'll notice that we are down to 98% already. So, just as a heads up,
I am certain.
this is something we're going to have to be kind of watching. Magda. Pipe down, you rogues, and give our thanks to the man who saved our lives. Alas, our thanks are all we have to give, for a cruel-hearted dwarf hoards our meager profits. Aye, and squanders our earnings on love potions to steal the heart of sweet Wallace. Honestly, my lord, it's like chasing a pack of dockside waifs with a broomstick, and that's when we're not trying to put on a play. I'm just glad you're safe. Were the witches holding you as prisoners? Only if sleep is a cage, and the dreamer is a captive. An enchanted sleep with dreams of witches asking questions about our poor Lenna. They found naught, besides grief. Lenna was our white lady of the Vale, and not so easily forgotten. There's not one of us who didn't love that woman, but she'd been acting strange, it's true. And the blood, Magda, those ghastly droplets of red upon her white robe. I'd nearly forgotten the blood. Perhaps you better tell me. No more than a few days before you saved our hides, my lord, Lenna comes bursting from that shadow door of hers, all covered in blood. Covered in blood, aye, and not a drop of it hers. And before that I saw other women hanging about, the red-robed lady, bald as a squalling babe. The both of them were some sort of mischief. That's all the Red Lady was good for, if you ask me. Probably behind the doors of that secret room. Wisdom/insight, a red-robed lady. Lenna was in league with a Thayan wizard. I wonder if she was from my academy. That might explain how Lenna was known to my mother. Her head was all covered with runes, but she looked a good deal like Lenna. I thought them sisters when I first saw them together. I saw her but twice. No, make it thrice. The first time was years ago. I awoke to voices in Lenna's bedroom, so I peered inside thinking it might be robbers again. But instead, who do I see but a red-robed lady chatting away with Lenna? I'm certain they knew I was watching. Scared me silly, you understand? Red robes mean naught but trouble, but Lenna trusted her, so I let the matter pass. Saw her a second time, perhaps a year ago, before the two of them disappeared for a long while. I saw Lenna's operating table. I think that might have been my blood on her robes. Your blood, and cutting you, mayhap? Magda, what if we've been harboring some mad vivisectionist? Pfft, Lenna knows no monster, Lothario, and you know it well. Sheltering the likes of us for 20 years and never an unkind word. A bit odd at times, but never a monster. This secret room, how would I get inside? All you need is the key, and I have it right here. When the wizards came, Lenna pressed it into my hand and told me to keep it safe. I'd half a mind to swallow the key and make those wizards go picking through my innards for it. Here's the key, but I'll not vouch for your safety. If you're bent on going inside, I've never so much as peeked beneath the door. Where's the room? You have to pass through the shadow door into the reflection of Lenna's bedroom. On the east side of the room, there's a door, and she always kept it locked. That's the secret room, the one she wouldn't show me. Okay, thank you very much. You've been naught but good fortune for us, my lord. You're welcome to rest here at any time you like, and if one of your companions needs a place to stay, well, I'll just tip one of the rascals out of his bed. If only our sweet Magda was half as generous with her own bed. You're generous enough for all 5 of us, you lecherous rogue. By the way, we're down to 96 energy. Spirit energy, whatever. Getting hungry. It's got the tummy rumbles. The kind that only spirits can sate. I was watching, what was that thing again? Llamas and Hats? Something along those lines. I think it's Llamas and Hats. That is one of the most messed up series I've ever watched, and I love it so much. Did we go too far? I think we did. This is incorrect. Her bedroom should be right through. Did we come from the bedroom? This is not the bedroom. This may be the bedroom. No, this is looking like a summoning chamber. This room is a nexus of portals, although their energy seemed to flow through the golem there. Interesting. I was not aware of this place, but someone has taken great pains to build this secret passageway amongst the plains. Be careful, at times portals can be used for disposing of unwanted visitors, and I sense some of these portals have been purposefully sealed. Smell that? There's blood on the floor, and the trail leads to one of the portals. First door, incoming visitors. Let's go take a look at all these portals. Second one is containment, disposal, outgoing, and the Golem. This Golem has broad, distorted features sculpted from clay. It stands silent, making neither sound nor movement. Touch the Golem. As your fingers brush the clay, you find it to be dry, crumbling at your touch, as if this creature is very, very old. The presence inside you shifts faintly, and you sense that a spirit still resides in the Golem, but that the spirit is feeble, depleted. You feel that you may be able to channel some of your spirit back into the Golem, enough to bring it back to life for a short time, but such an effort would leave you somewhat weaker and more vulnerable to the hunger inside of you. Alright, we'll try and open it up. You concentrate on the presence within you, nudge it ever so slightly, willing a connection between yourself and the Golem. The creature's life force is so weak that it arouses none of your hunger, and you're able to subtly reverse the flow of spirit, channeling a small portion of your own into the Golem. And the creature stirs. Little avalanches of dry clay crumble from its ancient body, falling into piles at his feet. The Golem's voice rumbles from somewhere deep within his chest, but its mouth does not move. Visitors are waiting at the first door. Alright, open it up. The seals are withdrawn. The way is open. What's a sneb? And an wabi. I'm gonna guess we have to kill some things. You. We're trapped, my brothers, snared. Please, we did as we were told. We thought you were dead. Calm down, I have no reason to hurt you, I just want to talk. He doesn't remember us, brothers. Or perhaps he doesn't know. Or perhaps he never fully woke during the journey. Forgive us, good master. We were poor slaves, shackled and bound to our white lady's will. We crept across the world, tracked the scent of your blade, watched you from the shadows in your keep, through your war, and in the umbral darkness of Meridlane. Our eyes were never far. Wait, you brought me here from the Vale of Meridlane? We are sorry, good master. Surely you must see us for the poor, stupid creatures that we are, full of fear and full of secrets that must not come to light. When the rocks smashed your bones, we saved you from death. Had we not borne you away to Lenna and her red twin, you would have ended like your comrades. His minions, more like. They followed him blindly to their deaths, not like chattel, like willing slaves. I do not pity them. Then my companions are dead? Yes, dead. By now they must be. No, only 2 were dead, perhaps 3. The dwarf was alive, don't you remember, my brothers? He chased us and cursed us, but we were 3, and he was 1. Yes, I distracted the dwarf, and he gave chase. When your body was unguarded, my brothers swooped down and bore you away. So Kelgar lives. Slas, we saw him, yes. Did you see any of my other companions? Yes, the fearsome one. He followed us into the Shadow Realm and tried to pursue, and was caught by the Red Lady. Don't forget her strength, my brothers. If our pursuer is not dead, then his face has surely changed. The dead, who were they? One in robes, a shaper of arcane magic with echoes of power dreaming from the corpse, but smashed beyond recognition, a smear of blood and bone and tattered rags. And 2 others, good master, but we cannot see if they were slain by the falling rock, or by your hand in the Sanctum of Shadow. Those were the only curses we saw. Perhaps there are others alive or dead hidden beneath those piled stones. Our eyes only sought you. And what happened when you brought me here? What happened next? Lenna took the silver blade from your hand and the silver shard from your chest, and she told us to bring you to the barrow to lay you in that chamber. We dared not tarry in the Cavern of Runes, good master. We feared what lay within, feared it even more than our White Lady and her red twin together. The Cavern of Runes, the place where I awoke, what was inside? Ancient, empty, hungering. We know not what it was. It reached out for us, but it did not want us. It wanted you. The 2 ladies must have known that we would be untouched. They chose their couriers well. Our nature was well known to them. Wasn't it, brothers? This doesn't explain why I was brought here. Please don't make us betray her. Be silent, brother. In truth, we don't know. We were slaves and never privy to our mistress's schemes. But we know when those schemes took root, don't we, brothers? We know who planted the seeds in their minds, and we will tell you if you let us leave in peace. Done. I promise I won't harm you. It was the 9 hags, the slumbering coven. Lenna visited them together with her red twin. They heard the hags' counsel, and they returned with plans. Yes, the coven. They lair to the east along the shores of Lake Malsantir, in the depths of a city, half submerged by the waters. And what else dwells within the city? We don't know, good master. Now let us go, like you swore. No, after a century as our slaves, Lenna owes us, and we wanted to tear her things and break her shiny masks. Yes, And give us Lenna's corpse. Let us ransom her body to her red twin, my brothers, for an end to our servitude. Lenna destroyed herself. Her body is nothing but ash. No, we need her corpse. The Red Lady loved her dear Lenna. She'll bargain with us and set us free. Stop whining, little brother. He speaks the truth. Our White Lady is a smear of ash, and we shall always be thralls. But there's a lie, Miss the Truth, brothers. I think this one burned her. Let us have the satisfaction on his corpse instead. We have not to lose. Well, that was abrupt. Unfortunately, you guys chose a very wrong fight. That was a waste of a missile swarm there. We should turn down our spell overcasting a little bit, probably. We are burning massively our good spells. Okay, so let's quick save and try the next one. The golem stands silent. Its spirit has dissipated, leaving only an empty husk. Okay, we just quick save, so let's try it again. State your command. Tell me where the doors lead. First door, incoming visitors. Second door, containment. Third door, disposal. Fourth door, outgoing. I'd like to open one of the doors. Open containment. The seals are withdrawn. The way is open. There may or may not be a Mascari Golem here fighting us. Can't do a whole lot of damage to it, unfortunately, but Aku can because he is a killing machine. We need better weapons. We need +4 kukris and then we'll be set. It has just a high damage reduction. We can do a little bit of magical damage to it from our kukri that we enchanted, but otherwise we can't really do much to it, unfortunately. Alright. We're going to pause. Our spirit energy is at 84. There are some things we can eat shortly, which we might have to go do. But it's going to be in the next video because we are out of time. What do you want to take for a feat? Toughness. You know, I'm actually okay with that. It's a lot of extra hit points she can get. She's now at 252. Not bad. Also, probably more spells. Correct? Yes, correct. Let's get another mass heal. I really like mass heal. It's a great spell. We're gonna get rid of Undeath's Eternal Foe, I think. Yeah. There are better things we can get, like Implosion, for example. Instantly kills all living things within its area, unless they make a saving throw. Which is cool, but actually, they will probably mostly make that saving throw. We're gonna get Gate instead. Gate is fun. We get a Horned Devil to fight at our side. Good stuff. And we're gonna take... Let's summon creature A. Is that an elemental? Greater elemental? Sold. Let's get that. Alright. How close are we to a level?
What is it?
We are very close. But I guess that will have to wait till next time. So, like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, I'll see you all in the next video. Take care.